Okay, folks, I smell almond paste. I think these are about ready. Let's take a peek. Ooh, these look beautiful. Oh yeah, this is exactly what I'm looking for. Okay, we have a nice level layer. We have a touch of color around the edges. We have it receding away from the edge of the pan. Okay, see here how it's already pulling away? This is done. It's perfect. Okay, when I touch it, it's firm, but yet soft to the touch. Okay, so there's one.
Would that be like spongy? Slightly?
Slightly until it chills down, then it will not be spongy. Not like sponge cake would be.
Okay.
Okay, it's going to be more dense, more rich because of the almond paste. Okay, same way here. Feel it. You can touch it. Just see?
Oh yeah.
Very gentle. Okay, so there's that one. And how does this one look? Oh yeah, see, this is what we're looking for, folks. See how you got a little bit of color right here. Okay, see how they basically level right out in the oven. Okay, you got a little bit of sponginess, not too much. Perfect. Let's let them cool off. And then we'll sandwich them together in a few minutes. Be right back.
A few moments later.
All right, folks. Now we've got our layers chilled down. They're not icy cold, but they are certainly not hot anymore. Basically about room temperature, so very, very easy to handle them. But you have to make sure they get cool enough so that they set up. Okay, if the layers are too warm when you go to put them together, they're just going to fall apart. We're going to have a problem. We don't want to do that. So, all right, so what we want to do is we're going to take some raspberry filling and we're going to put it on one side. Okay, now with the raspberry, we don't want to use too much, okay, because it slides. You don't need much. It's good and strong. And we're going to go about halfway, maybe a little less. Actually, yeah, we'll go the full halfway. Right there. Notice I'm using the tip for control. Okay. Now you can basically see through it. Oops. You can see through the filling, which means it's not too thick, okay? But at the same time, you definitely want to make sure that there are no bare spots, okay? We don't want any bare spots. Okay, so we'll leave that be. And now we're going to use our fudge for the other side. Now, if you look back a few lessons ago, this is the chocolate ganache fudge that we made. Basically cream and chocolate. And we can do a little thicker layer on this because everyone likes chocolate, right?
Oh,
yeah.
No such thing as too much chocolate.
Oh no, there's never any such thing as too much chocolate. Are you kidding? Alright.
It's like too much fun? What does that mean?
Ha! There's no such thing. Okay, so basically we're just spreading this out nice and even. We want to make sure we don't have any thin spots. And there you go. It doesn't need to actually be completely perfect, but you know, you want it to be nice. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're going to take one of our layers, and what I want to do is take and loosen it from the edge. So I'm just going to go around. You could use a butter knife or a small spatula to do this. Okay. Basically breaking that seal, and then what I want to do is make sure that it's going to drop right out. Okay? So now I'm going to hold this Okay, and I'm basically gonna just drop this onto it, and hopefully I won't miss. Okay, and now we just let it drop out. Okay, so there's one, and we'll push that over. Now, very important, pull the paper off. This is the time to do it, folks. Don't forget, okay? What I like to do is go around the edge, okay? Like
Nice
this.
and careful, nice and gentle.
Yeah, well, you don't want it to rip, because as soon as it rips, then you're gonna miss a piece. And then, you know, that's not gonna be good when someone's going to eat their Petit Fours. See, like this right here. I gotta make sure I get all that right there. Okay, see, it's tucked all the way down. Okay, we got it. Throw that away. Now, basically, we're just gonna repeat that process. Okay, so we're gonna do the raspberry on the raspberry.
Chocolate.
That might be a little too much. We can always add more. Okay. See, now this side, the bottom side, is more cakey. See how porous it is, as opposed to how smooth the other part was? So this is where more of your filling is going to catch inside the cake. So your filling layer will be a little bit thicker on this one. And that's supposed to be, look at that, that's perfect. Isn't that beautiful?
Mm-hmm.
Very nice. Okay, so now we'll just use our fudge for the other side. I'm gonna go ahead and use it all, why not? It'll be a little thick, but that's okay. Like I said, people like fudge. Plus, chocolate with almond paste is absolutely one of my favorites, and you know darn well I'm going to want to eat a little piece of this myself. Okay. Now, I'm not trying to smooth it all out at once. Notice I'm moving it around gradually here. See, and I'm taking my time, because it just sets right up anyway. Okay, now, if you have a thick spot, you're going to want that to be in the center. Okay? And the reason being is because when you go to squish that top layer on, it's going to push whatever's in the center out toward the edges, and then it's going to naturally smooth out a little bit. Even out, so to speak. Now, okay, so this paper that I'm looking at, that's from the bottom sheet. So we want to leave that right there. I was worried that I missed a corner, but I didn't. Okay, so now we'll take that last one after that's rested for a moment. Okay. Now again, we're gonna make sure that this is gonna come away from the pan real easily. Okay. Like so. Okay.
Just kind of work your way around.
See how dry? Not dry, but it's not spongy like it was before. Now it's more dense and more solidified. This is what we're looking for. This is perfect. Okay, so now this side feels just a little thinner than this side. So what I'm going to do is give this a switch, okay? Because we've got less layers, less filling in the raspberry layers than we do in the fudge layers. So I'll take my thinner part so that it more evens out. Okay? Drop that right on. Well, okay, we got to break that seal a little bit better. There we go. Actually, at this point, I can actually just lift it right out and on and over, like so. Okay. Now, at this point, what I like to do is take the pan and give it a little squish. That's just the way it works for me, you know?
Sure.
Okay, so now at this point, this is our big sandwich setup, and we are going to chill this, and then for our next lesson, we will turn this into wonderful desserts that you can serve to your guests. So, at this point, we've got our frangipan, we have our layers, we have our fudge setup, we have our raspberry setup, we have 2 different projects going at the same time, and I hope you folks have enjoyed this video. Please tune in to the next video so that you can see how this comes out. I hope you've enjoyed my video, and remember, when you folks bake with love and joy, it's always sure to be delicious. You can never go wrong. So happy baking.